All right, today we're going to break down a really simple but seriously powerful idea for getting your English fluency to the next level. It's called the 10-minute English mastery routine. Let's dive in.
Does this feel familiar? You really want to get better at English. You know you should practice. But life, well, it just gets in the way, right? It feels like there is absolutely no time to spare. But what if I told you the solution isn't about finding more time at all?
Most of us, we fall into what you could call the English learning trap. It's this common way of thinking that actually stops us from making any real meaningful progress. And here's the trap. It's this big myth that to really improve, you need these huge, long study sessions. We tell ourselves, oh, if I don't have a whole hour, it's not even worth starting. That one belief, it's probably the single biggest thing holding you back. But there is a breakthrough. There's a way to completely sidestep that trap and start making progress every single day in a way that actually fits into your real busy life. So here's the secret. It's not about trying to magically create more hours in your day, because let's be honest, that's not going to happen. It's all about being way smarter with the little pockets of time you already have. It's about using less time, but using it much more wisely. So what's the magic number for this whole system? It's 10. Just 10 minutes. And believe me, you can get so much done in just 10 minutes, way more than you think.
So the 10-minute routine is really just a simple promise you make to yourself. Every day, you're going to speak English out loud without any interruptions for just 10 minutes. That's it. That's the whole thing. No complicated apps, no expensive classes, just you, your voice, and 10 minutes.
Now I know what you might be thinking. 10 minutes? That's it? How in the world can that possibly work? Well, the magic isn't in the length of the practice, not at all. It's in the consistency. Just think about it this way. On one hand, you've got the cramming session. You sit down for 2 hours once a week. It feels really productive in that moment, but a few days later, you've forgotten most of it. On the other hand, you have that consistent 10-minute daily practice. That daily repetition, that's what actually builds the speaking muscle. And hey, there's real science to this. When you practice just a little bit every single day, you are literally building and strengthening the connections, the neural pathways in your brain. You're training your mind and your mouth to work together, so speaking English starts to feel less like a chore and more natural and automatic. Okay, so we've talked about the why. Now let's get into the how. Here's your simple action plan to get started, like today. Honestly, it could not be simpler. It's just 3 steps. First, pick a topic, anything at all. Second, set a timer for 10 minutes. This part's important. It keeps you focused. And third, the most crucial step, you have to speak out loud. Don't just think the words, you gotta say them. And if you're already thinking, but what would I even talk about? Don't worry. Here are some super simple ideas. You could just describe your day, talk about a movie you love, explain what you do for work. You could even just look around and describe the room you're in right now. See? The topic itself doesn't matter nearly as much as the simple act of speaking. So there you have it. We've laid out the problem, the solution, and the action plan. Now the rest? Well, the rest is up to you. If you only take away one single thing from all this, let it be this simple phrase: speak English for 10 minutes daily. That is the heart of this entire idea.
So the theory is over. It is time to actually do it. Your 10 minutes, they start right now. The only question is, what will you say?